John chapter 2. Jesus performs his first miracle at a wedding in Cana. These celebrations lasted 7 days. The host was legally responsible to provide wine throughout the entire feast. The wine runs out. This wasn't just embarrassing, it could have been financially devastating. The host could face legal action. Mary brings the problem to Jesus. He seems to resist at first, but Mary knows her son. She tells the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." 6 massive stone jars stood nearby. Each one held 20 to 30 gallons, cut from single blocks of stone. They were used for Jewish ritual purification, washing hands before and after meals. Stone was used because it didn't convey ritual impurity. Jesus commands, "Fill them to the brim with water. Then, draw some out and take it to the master of the feast." The water had become wine. Not just any wine, the best wine. The master is shocked. You're supposed to serve the good wine first, then the cheap stuff when people can't tell the difference. But this was about more than wine. Wine in Scripture symbolized God's blessing, peace, and prosperity. Paul would later remind believers, celebration doesn't mean excess. Don't be drunk with wine. Be filled with the Spirit instead. From a wedding in Galilee to the temple in Jerusalem, Jesus arrives for Passover and finds the temple courts turned into a marketplace. Merchants selling oxen, sheep, and doves. Money changers taking advantage of traveling pilgrims who needed to buy animals for sacrifice. The outer court, meant as a place where even Gentiles could pray, has become a business. Jesus fashions a whip from cords. He drives out the animals, overturns the money changers' tables. Coins scatter everywhere. "Take these things away. Don't make my Father's house a house of trade." The religious leaders demand a sign. "Who gave you authority to do this?" Jesus answers, "Destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up." They misunderstand completely. 46 years of construction, and you'll rebuild it in 3 days? But Jesus was speaking about his body, foreshadowing his death and resurrection 3 days later. Many see his signs and believe, but Jesus doesn't trust their belief. He knows human nature from the inside. He needs no one to explain what's in a person's heart. He already knows. He doesn't seek human glory. He receives glory from the Father alone. Follow for John chapter 3.